Hi guys, so welcome to Tira Story. Today I will share with you guys the history of sports in Malaysia before independence. As we know, Malaysia is one of the countries that able to produce a world-class athlete such as Dato' Lin Chowe, Dato' Nicole and David, and the one and only the Rocket Pocket Man, Azizul Hasni Awang. Malaysia has a long history with sports, beginning from the colonial era when the British started introduced it in 19th centuries. Before the colonial occupation in Malaya, the Malay sport culture was mainly influenced by animism. What is animism? Animism is a belief that a vital force exists in both human and animate objects. Indigenous sports is related to culture and lifestyle just for entertainment and celebrating events. Okay, for example, Silat. Silat is a form of self-defense which involves meditation and spiritual powers. Okay, next is kite flying. There was belief that generally kites were flown as a magical rite in association with the harvesting of the rice field. Third is top spinning. Top spinning, which was practiced by the Aborigines who believed that lightning is the flashing of top cards in heaven and thunder is the murmuring of the top as they spin. This one is cockfighting. Involved the shaman specialists who were seen to recite and blow incantation to the birds for blessing and charm water sprinkle over them. Not only animism, Indianism also exists in this era. Unionism activities that era is just for public entertainment purpose, especially on special occasions such as wedding ceremonies. In short, before the colonial occupation, the activities were much influenced by animism and Hinduism. During the British occupation in Malaya, Chinese and Indians were brought in by the British to work in tin mines and the Indians to work in rubber plantation. Of course, they bring their own culture and rituals, and that indirectly influencing the local. However, the establishment of the colonial education by the British has the most positive influence on the development of sports. This education also altered certain traditional values and also influenced the mindset of the younger generation to practice Western values. There are some examples for colonial sports such as soccer, rugby, cricket. Under the colonial rule, secular education was created that led to certain change in the culture of Malay society. Individuals become oriented by interests and manners. Their existence changed the social structure of the Malays from a traditional society to one based on achievements. Chinese and Indian, which is they are come from the different belief, so they did not assimilate much from the Malay society. Chinese living in the tin mining community and the Indians with the rubber plantation community. During that era, Chinese were involved in basketball, Indians in soccer, and Malays in sepak raga. In the early days, as we can see, sport was managed by clubs and associations. Clubs were formed to manage training and competition were held between clubs and village. The rest of the population rely heavily on funds contributed by the community. There's one case where the Malayan weightlifter participated in 1950 British Empire Games. The athlete had to pay their own way to Auckland, and the victory included a gold medal with their passage reimbursed. This uniting they left behind has grown in importance over the years, and now it is one of the key elements in nation building.
Hopefully this can help you to increase your knowledge in history in Malaysia before independence. Okay? So that's all for me. Thank you for watching.